Dungeon Hunter 5. Is this a game that we should be playing while we wait for Diablo Immortal? What is up, my friends? My name is Ek, and we're back on the channel looking at another game that we could potentially play as we wait for the release of Diablo Immortal, because we don't know exactly when that's coming out, so we have to look for other things to play. And of course, we're back with the series Dungeon Hunter 5. Before we go any further, guys, make sure you sub the channel, ring the bell if you want more content on action RPGs, and if you want everything all Diablo Immortal once the game does release. So there's a few things I want to talk to you today about Dungeon Hunter 5. First of all, I just played maybe an hour of the game. I did not spend too much time playing, but I got a good feel for the mechanics and for how the whole game plays out, how it works. And I'll have to tell you, I was not expecting much out of this title until I played it and was pleasantly surprised with the gameplay, with the controls, and with the depth of the game. Graphics are mediocre. They're not the best, but they are far from the worst as well. We had some big boss battles, as you're seeing right here. I'll tell you, this game has a lot of dialogue and story behind it that I personally don't care about because I'm not investing a ton into this game. Or maybe I am at this point. I really did enjoy my playtime inside of the game. But you know, all that story and stuff is good. I like lore inside of a story. So if you're willing to invest some time into this game and you really want to dig deeper into it, the story is a very good thing. It helps you connect more with the players, with the characters, with the game, etc. We all know that we love that Diablo lore, so this tries to give you some of that as well. And I have to say, what I did see of it, it wasn't too bad. But the big boss battles are awesome. It seems that you have to spend some type of an action point to get into the battles, and then you get into these different battles. You gain chests and rewards every single time that you complete one. And well, it's pretty cool. And it's pretty fun. I mean, we're talking about an action RPG, a hack and slash RPG. You're slamming on buttons and you're making sure that you're able to take down the enemies just from basically button spamming. And I'm gonna move myself out of the way right here so you guys are gonna be able to see exactly the controls. And I have yet to unlock all of them, but you'll notice we have that jump roll option. We have the main attack option. We have a diamond, which is because I don't have any more heals. I would have to spend diamonds to get more heals. And we have our super, which at this point in the gameplay is that meteor coming down. It's basically a fireball that you can shoot at your enemies, which is pretty strong, and I really like using it. Helps you keep your distance rather than having to go up against them and slash with your swords. So it looks like we were able to win that battle, and now we're going to demonstrate the chest reward. Notice all the blood around the screen. It actually is a pretty cool graphic that demonstrates that I took some damage in this battle. So we've reviewed many different games that are in this same genre. I'll put a bunch of them up here for you guys to see. I have a full playlist on the channel if you want to check them out. And I have to tell you guys, this is probably one of my favorite ones that I've played in this genre. Now, I play a bunch of other games as well, but in the action RPG hack and slash genre, this one's pretty cool. And it's not too deep, too open world where you get lost, but it's not shallow. It has some depth to it. And throughout this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you and showing you different areas of the game, different elements of the game that I got to experience. Battle, gear, repair, and you can see a lot of things are still locked for me because, like I said, I've only spent about an hour inside of the game. At this point in time, I'm a level 5. Now we're going to pop in and take a look at my equipment page. I'm able to come on in here, change any gear that I pick up from chests or off of enemies during the battles, maybe equip the strongest stuff that I have available, and then go into the next battle. So here's an example of some of that story, which I did just skip, and now we're getting equipped just a little bit more. We do have the ability slots as well, and we're able to choose which abilities we utilize throughout the game. I'm just assuming that we're going to get cooler and cooler ones as we progress on through. Well, first of all, guys, if you've played this game before, let me know down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on Dungeon Hunter 5. If you think it's a good game, if you've enjoyed playing it, is it pay to win? What do you guys think? Now, I like these entry screen graphics and animations as well. I think they're done really nicely. They look really good, and it's just pretty cool. So I like it. Sounds are pretty nice as well. I hope that they're recording right now as I watch this. I'm concerned. but I think we have that sound being recorded as well, so we should be good to go. Going into this battle, I'm just going to progress through these levels and take out the enemies along the way. I gain loot and rewards for all the enemies that I take down. As you can see, I'm picking up gold, and these guys aren't bosses. They're pretty easy to take down, but it's fun. It legit is just fun to dive around, jump around, and take down all the opponents in this game. So again, I did enjoy my experience. So I'm stuck within this little area right now, and I have to take on all of the incoming enemies, and all of these rounds, they're just that. They're stages, or they're rounds. You have to spend some type of in-game currency or some type of action point to get yourself into it, and I would assume that there would become a time where if you play too much, you'd need to purchase more. I haven't gotten to that point, of course. I haven't dove in and played hours and hours of this game every single day, so I wouldn't have gotten to that point, but I could see that being an element of the game that could get frustrating for someone that likes to spend a ton of time in the game. Notice we did just grab another chest there with some more loot inside, and I'm making sure that I loot properly, getting all the loot from all the enemies that I take down. So again, I'm not 100% sure how that plays out yet, because I haven't put the time into the game to test that, to see if it takes a lot of those action points to actually compete and play. Like I said, I would assume that it, at some point, maybe deep into the game, it would be something that could get a little bit frustrating for some players. But for me, at this point in time, it's all good. I'm free to play. I would never spend money on any game that is not one that I cover frequently on my channel, such as Diablo Immortal is going to be. One thing that I do like better about Diablo Immortal than I like about this is how the stages are set up. When I got to play Diablo Immortal at BlizzCon 2019, the controls were, well, they were awesome, but the world was bigger. It was wider. There was more exploration. There was not just different rounds of battle and different stages. You would have to go in, you'd have quests, and you'd have bigger things to do in a bigger world with more stuff. This game here is not that style. It's not an open world. You're not exploring. You're not trying to run on any particular deep quests. You just have to get through the stages of the game and use those battle points that we talked about earlier to get yourselves involved in those, which is cool. I mean, when we're talking about a mobile game, most mobile games are bite-sized pieces or experiences that you can do quickly. So if you notice, this video is about 12 or 13 minutes long, and we do, I think, 3 or 4 battles in that time. So if you want to be someone that's a quick battler, you're going to be able to hop on in, do your battles quickly, and get out and get your bite-sized taste of Dungeon Hunter 5. So in some ways, that's really cool. And some people like being gamers like that. And notice I did just beat another boss. Gonna grab another chest right here, which is pretty nice. Good rewards, nice animation when you do open up the chests as well. So different in Diablo Immortal, because Diablo Immortal is much more of an open, large world, where Dungeon Hunter is more, you're going through stages. Now, as the round ends, you'll see my hero, you'll see all the rewards that I'm gaining. It looks like I picked up a new sword, and I believe another new sword at that. Now, the letter, I'm assuming, is giving you the tier or how good that weapon actually is. We're gonna say no right here, and I think we go into one more battle. We go into a weird round, because we just unlocked this new feature. Let's see what it is. The Stronghold unlocks. It was just a quick battle, and it gave me some type of rewards. It was actually very, very simple for me to get through this one. I don't have anything in depth about Stronghold, but because, as you can see, we're going through the learning stages of it right now. But what I wanted to give you in today's video was an overall impression of the game. How are the controls? How is the upgrade system, which we're going to be getting to very quickly? And how is the building screen? Like, how do you actually put together your character? Is there depth in that area as far as getting different amulets and gems to put inside of your gear to make your gear stronger, and hunting for gear? How does that all work? So now we're looking at the Stronghold right now. It was clear the area of enemies. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I was basically one-striking all these enemies. I thought these guys were going to be big and strong, but they weren't, and I was getting poisoned. slowly but surely by these green spitters. We can call them snot spitters if you will, but there's the chest. More rewards really quickly from the stronghold. Seems like an easy way to gain more rewards inside of the game. And another mission complete, more rewards to be had. I kind of went through this screen so you guys could see it. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys enjoy, but I got all of my artwork redone for both of my YouTube channels. So we have these nice animated overlays. This one really focused on that dark, hell-like Diablo scene. Let me know if you like them or not. I'd be very curious to know your thoughts and opinions on that. So here we go. We went into our daily calendar, and this is where I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the back end of the game, showing you what the menus look like in all the different parts of the game that aren't just gameplay. So we have our rewards. Seems like that's a pretty typical thing with mobile games. And now this is one of the pop-ups right here for spending money, but I'll be honest, it was not that bad. You could also check up top, watch an ad for gems. Again, kind of standard, but it's not being thrown in my face. There have been other games where ads were literally thrown at me and I had to delete them away. Those I don't like. This game has not shown me any of that in the time that I played. Did not feel spammed out by advertisements. I felt like it was pretty evenly tempered. It wasn't bad. You know, they have to make their money. That's a free-to-play game, so they give you options for spending. That's fair, and I have no problem with it. Now, we're equipping the strongest gear right now. I'm in this whole gear scene, and notice we have a ranged weapon, we have a melee weapon. We don't have this at all, but then we're going to go into, there's that fireball I was speaking about, and we have one more down here, which is equipped. It's on my back, and then we are going to actually talk about fusion and demonstrate some fusion that you could do. We have default sets, and here we go. We're in the other screen. Info, and then we have the fusion screen. I'm gonna choose the gear that I'm actually wearing right now, and I'm gonna fuse everything else that I have right here into it. I choose them, and then I hit select, and we fuse them together to make some stronger armor. Now, as I'm watching this back, I see we have a stronger piece of armor. Maybe we should have gone with that one. We're gonna do the fusing right now. All of these are gonna be put together into my hero, and we're gonna give him even stronger armor. Look at the armor levels go up. We get a nice fusion complete screen. A lot of love has been put into this game. I think it looks really nice, and like I said, bite-sized fun. I really do enjoy playing it. So far, I'm a fan of it, and I've been thinking, you know, a lot of times I'll try out these games and I will then just not play them anymore. They'll just kind of sit on my phone and die there. But this one, I really like. Let me know what you guys think down below about Dungeon Hunter 5. Is this a game that you would consider playing? Is this a game that you have played? Definitely, guys, let me know. And remember, you could always come on over, and you can find me on Instagram if you want to come through and check out what's going on in my life outside of gaming, or even more stuff inside of gaming. But we're out of here for today, guys. Hype for Diablo Immortal coming at some point in time. We will never stop waiting, or I guess we will stop waiting when the game actually comes out, but we will never forget you, Diablo Immortal. We're just trying to figure out things to do right now, because again, we're sitting in a quarantine. We're distancing from everyone. We need things to play. Dungeon Hunter 5 could be one for you. Guys, before you go, check out this video, and remember to come back for regular content featuring action RPGs focused on Diablo Immortal. Take it easy, guys, and be good.